What's up, everybody? My name is Visionary Tain. You're listening to another episode of Project Perspective. And of course, I got my boy No Chill Will here with me. What's up,
What's
Will?
up, man? What's going on?
Oh man, we back at it again, man. Another episode.
Yeah,
Um, I think we took a break for what, a week or two. We on our sixth episode and we taking a break, but it's all right. We more quality over quantity. You
right.
know, a lot of people say keep at it. Every day, every week. You gotta stay consistent with it. But I'd rather have the quality conversations over forcing myself to sit at a table and have these conversations and not really feeling it.
Right.
So, but I'm glad we doing this. So, what's on your mind, man? What you got?
Oh man, I just been just dealing with a couple of things here and there. It's a lot of Trump has been affecting a lot of people in different ways, whether it's for good or for bad. I had a
You said
Yeah,
Trump.
Donald Trump, man. He's just been you know giving all boosting people's morale, whether it's for the negative or the positive and things. And
Mm,
I just I I just want to say I'm not pro Trump and I'm not against Trump. I have my feeling with him is I guess is neutral. So, but the reason why I say it is because I had a incident occur with my neighbor next door, and he's Caucasian, white, whatever you want to call him, and I had I've been at my place for probably about 5 years now, and we have a problem with parking. And I think parking is like a big problem where living in apartments or living in houses. Anywhere you live, anywhere, even if you go to the store, parking it can be a big issue. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying is because I have space in the front of my house where I can park my car, or if you visit, you can park in front of my house. His I guess in front of his house, you can't park in front of his house, but he got a driveway. We all have driveways, and I stay in a cul-de-sac, so there's parking in the cul-de-sac as well. Now,
hmm
this guy takes the liberty of parking in front of my house at any given time, on any particular day because he feel like he can. So my daughter was coming over, and I went over there and I noticed there was a car already parked in front of my house. I'm like, whose fucking car is this? Why is this car parked in front of my house? And it wasn't even like parked how you would normally park a car. It was just like spearheaded into the curb. Like they just like they had to take a shit real bad, and they just parked, jumped out, and fucking left it like that. So I got on the camera and I went back and I looked and see who uh who was in the car, because there's another house on the right side of him. It's a bunch of black people stay there. And normally they have a lot of people come in and out of the house. They be over there having get together and stuff. So I said, let me see if it belonged to them. So nah, I ran back the camera and stuff. I looked, and sure enough, it's a white woman getting out the car, and she getting her bags and stuff, and she go in the house. So I go over there and I knock on the door. And for one thing, this is how it already started fucked up. So when I rang the doorbell, I had to ring the doorbell 4 or 5 times. I had to knock on the door 3 or 4 times. Then the dog heard me and started barking. And that was the only reason why he came and answered the door. Other than that, I sat out there for probably about five 5 to 10 minutes knocking on this guy's door. So when he opens the door, I ask him, I say, "Hey man," I said, "is this your car?" This is a black Maxima or something. And he says, yeah, that's my daughter's car." I said, "Well, why is your daughter's car parked in front of my house?" He's like, "Well, because that's where the only parking was available." I said, and I looked across the street. I'm like, "Dude, there are like 3 or 4 spaces across the street." So then he says, well, uh, I don't know. She just parked right there. I don't know. She just parked over there." I said, "Well, I just want to let you know from now on, I'd appreciate it if you don't park in front of my house. Just make sure to tell your family members, your church followers, or whoever you deal with, don't park in front of my house. So then he says, well, you know, you don't own that. You don't own the street. You can't tell me I can't park it, park there. The city, the city owned the street. I'm like, dude, I don't care about that. I pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm asking you not to do it just as a courtesy, then why not just be like, okay, well, you know what? You're right. This is in front of your house. This is your property. This is my house. This is my property over here. And I asked him, I said, look, I said, I've been here for 5 going on 6 years. How many times have had you had to come ask me to move my vehicle or that I'm impeding on your property or I'm doing something that violates your. And he's like, well, nothing, no, never. I've never had a problem. I said, well, I want to try to keep it that way. I personally want to keep it that way because I don't want no problems with you. I don't want problems with anybody. So then he says, well, how do you know? He said, well, what if that car was for the people next door? I said, well, I would be over there telling them the same thing. I said, do you think because you're white and they're black that I like bar them and allow them to do whatever they want? No. I said, this is not having nothing to do with race. What this have to do is just having mutual understanding and be cordial with your neighbor. I don't cut your grass. I don't throw stuff over your fence. I don't disrespect you or any of your family members or none of that stuff. I pay for my house just like you pay for your house. And all I'm asking is just for some common courtesy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so they ended up moving the car?
He said she wasn't there. She parked and they left and went somewhere, but as soon as she get back, she would move her vehicle. After we had, because white people always try to play the victim. He was like, "Well, you came over. I'm gonna let her know you came over and jumped all on." I said, "Bro, I didn't jump. I'm not jumping on you. I'm simply asking you to let's be cordial. Let's not have any issues. And to me, this is an issue. You parking in front of my house because
Mm.
if I have visitors, why do I have to come knock on your door and ask you, hey, do you mind moving your vehicle so that my visitors can park in front of my house? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. If there are other parking spaces in the cul-de-sac, why not just park in one of the spaces over there? And then
So
another thing,
so either way, he woulda had to park in front of somebody else's
no,
house.
the cul-de-sac is just is a circle, like a dead end on at the end of the street.
I know what the hell the
Well,
cul-de-sac
I'm just
is.
explaining because it's not in
But
front
I'm
of
saying
somebody's house though.
oh, okay, I thought maybe all the spaces in his house was
But
filled up, so he
but
woulda
this
had
is
to
the
park.
problem though, Tain. This dude, all of our driveways hold 4 vehicles. They're made to where you can park 4 vehicles in the driveway. And you know how many, like I pointed out to him, I said, it's not my fault that you own 6 vehicles. You own more vehicles than you have spaces for. I own 2 vehicles. You own 6. You see where the problem comes in at? So, and then 2 of the vehicles don't even move. They parked them there and they don't move. They've been there for fucking at least the 5 years that I've been there. So you're taking up by default. You're already taking up 2 spaces that two that any of the other neighbors they're losing 2 spaces of parking space.
Okay, so back to because you started this out saying or talking about
Yeah.
Trump. What the hell that got to do with Trump?
Oh man, the dude, he's saying like he made a comment that you know this is America is how it is, and we have the freedom to park wherever we want. And I said that's not the point. America is free, but at the same time, you cannot. You're impeding on my property. You know what I'm saying? You parking in front of my house, and I have the right to tell you I don't appreciate it. I'm coming to you as a respectful neighbor and expressing to you that I don't like what you're doing. Can you please correct it before we before it goes to the next level? And then I'm just saying it like the arrogance and everything is just like you don't want to assume responsibility for what you've done. You don't want to admit that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everything's deflecting. They deflect everything. It's like I said, bro, I don't get this. Like, if you came to my house and said, "Hey, you parked in front of my," for one thing, I'm not about to tell anybody or like allow anybody to do anything that's going to impose on on the neighbor because I have to live with these people. I live around these people. You know what I'm saying? And why would I allow you to come to my house and
Okay.
make it difficult for me with the neighbor because of something that's temporary, like you coming and visiting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I still don't see what they got to do with Trump.
Nah,
But
you don't
I'm
get it
wondering,
yet.
uh, so did you want him to move his car just in case you had a friend or something come over, or was a friend or something actually coming over and you needed that
No, I just
space?
told you my daughter was
So was
coming
you just
over.
like, I don't need it, but I want Oh, okay, so you didn't need
Yeah,
that
cause
space?
my daughter has 2 kids. She just had the second baby, and she was coming over, and I'm like, he's like, well, she can park over there across the street. I said, why? Why do my why do my visitor have to park across, in the cul-de-sac when I got parking in front of my house? See, the thing is they want to be, be everything convenient for them. But like I told him, I said, dude, I don't come here. My goal is not to try to ruffle nobody's feathers or to try to start any shit because I'm not a shit starter. I said, but I know how to. But when it happens, I know how to deal with it. And he kind of like looked at me like, well, this is my country. I don't know why you coming over. He got a flag in front of his house. He got Trump 2024 out here. They got the whole thing. So
So do you think Trump supporters, since he supports Trump, do you think that makes him a
I
racist?
don't think it makes them a racist, but what I'm saying, it gives them uh that added fuel to feel like they're I,
Like,
yeah,
entitled?
it's a bit like not just a small entitlement, but a huge sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when we say something, like you have an argument with a white person and you make a valid point, it's kind of like they don't know how to handle it. They get kind of frazzled and they want to start throwing shit out there like, well, go back to Africa if you don't like. You know what I'm saying? It just throw random shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's I don't know, and that's anybody.
Nah,
Like, I've
that
argued
ain't that ain't
with
anybody. Cause
black
I
people
had arguments with Hispanic people, and Hispanic people don't tell you go back to Africa. They don't tell you that shit.
no, they don't say that, but they still say some shit that'll that when they try to get under your skin, they don't say that, but they'll say other shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that some white people have a sense of entitlement to where they really think like this their country. They feel like I wasn't born here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a US citizen. I was born in Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? I spent most of my life working, I pay my taxes. I do everything. My credit score is good. I'm trying to contribute to society by doing a podcast. I do. Uh, I like to think that I do more things than most people do. And but white people just look at you like you're second rate, like a second rate citizen, and like, well, if you don't like it, then go back to Africa. Like, I don't even know nobody from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Why they got to be your first remark to try to get at somebody? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you just call me a
Now,
dumbass or something.
see, I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me on this, but I don't think a lot of white people are racist. I
I don't
think
think they are. I don't think they
just
are either. But I
just
just think
like
that they're very just they're self-centered and selfish. They think
well,
no,
everybody's selfish. We already talked about
everybody's
that.
not.
But no, no, I think this is what it is. Like, if you arguing with a black young man and I don't know, you probably stating facts and stuff, and you making him feel inferior or you making him feel stupid, then he gonna say, "Oh, but you a bitch though." You a bitch. You a bitch ass motherfucker. And they gonna throw these insults, hoping to get under your
Yeah.
skin. Now, a white person when they throw insults and make it seem like they're racist, but really they doing the same thing and they just trying to get under your skin. If a white person know that calling you a nigga gonna make you feel bad, then you're a fucking nigga. And what you gonna do about it? You know? Like I don't think now sometimes yeah, it's probably because he's racist, but I don't think white people that use that word, I don't think that necessarily means they're racist.
Well,
Like you said, if you're arguing with a white man and he call you a nigga, to me that's the same thing as if you were arguing with a black guy and he call you a stupid motherfucker or it's just an insult. But I guess this goes back to that video I made where I don't believe in curse words. I believe it's the intention and with the intention of this white man saying nigga and this black man saying bitch ass motherfucker or bitch ass nigga, whatever he say, the intent is to get under your skin. I don't think the intent for that white guy is to be racist, but he knows that if you think he racist, then that's getting under your skin. So that's what he gonna call you to get under your skin.
that's sad because why do you
But
want to provoke somebody when you're not ready for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know once you press that button, a lot of black people just gonna go. They're
Will,
gonna go left on you.
how many times have I heard you have road rage and you you about to get out and whoop somebody's
I
ass?
I don't have road rage like that. But what I'm saying is, if if I'm
But I'm
driving on the highway and you cut me off because you're on your fucking phone texting or talking on the phone, dude, that's to me I take that serious because you know how many people create car accidents, end up killing people or putting people in the hospital behind just texting on the fucking phone. So if I blow the horn at you to tell you, hey, look out, you almost hit my car, or like, get off the phone and drive.
and
And
they hit their horn. Fuck
nah,
you.
motherfucker got the audacity to like literally like roll the window down and say fuck you or throw something at your car or something like that, then I'm like, if you wanna take it there, then fuck it. Let's pull over here to the spot, and
Yeah, now you
I'm
about
gonna
to whoop
bang
some
your
ass.
ass up because all you had to do to avoid that was just say, hey, my bad. I was on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell me on the phone, but just hey, my bad. I apologize. See, that's the thing is that people do not take accountability for their actions. You doing something that is wrong, driving and texting. They tell you that it's against the law, but people still fucking do it anyway. And then you're not even doing it in a safe manner. You're just like full fledged, just down in there, and you fucking like you hiding it from somebody. But we can all tell, motherfucker, you're like your car is veering from left to right. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to
Yeah,
the point where you start crossing the line, and you almost sideswipe somebody, and then that somebody's me, and I'm blowing the horn like, "Hey, motherfucker, watch where you going." And then you got the audacity to roll
yeah.
your window
But
down and tell
you know,
me go fuck myself? Nah, pull over here. You know what I'm saying?
in today's society, it is inhumane to take somebody's phone away from them.
They need to take a lot of people's phones
It
away
is
from them
inhu
because
like we are so connected to our devices that
it don't make no sense.
like it I remember I worked at a steel mill and they were saying how um they were like, "Yeah, it's a new policy. You can't bring your phones in the mill. You have to leave your phones in the lockers." You kn you know that shit ain't gonna
Yeah,
work. Motherfuckers ain't gonna leave their phone in the locker, especially I mean, shit, we working 12-hour
yeah,
shifts, like, ain't nobody gonna do that. People would rather get fired or go find another job rather than put their phone in the locker or bin or something for 12 hours.
yeah.
Like, it's inhumane to tell people to leave their phone. Like, we that connected to them damn
Yeah,
devices.
but see, that's the problem. There's some people can deal with it, and then some people just can't. Some people just take shit to the extreme.
No, I don't think people could do I don't think nobody could
I
deal with it.
can. When I'm driving, I'm not on my fucking phone like that. I,
Oh, I thought you were talking about 12
oh,
hours and no phone.
I can go
But,
12 hours without my phone. I turn my phone off on the weekends most of the time.
mm,
I'm not connected to that shit at all. If what? I low key, I wish and hope that all of this shit pretty much has come to a fucking end. I'm tired of all this technology and that people abuse it and use it for the wrong purposes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we've
Yeah.
become our own
I don't know what you're saying. How do people use it for the wrong reasons?
well, just like the fucking phones. I mean, you don't have self control to say, all right, when I get in this car, I can set my phone over here on the holder. They sell the fucking holders, all fashions of holders. You can attach that bitch to your windshield. You can put it in the fucking air vent. You can put that bitch in the cup holder. You know what I'm saying? You can hang that bitch around your neck. You know what I'm saying? But people, like you said, are so attached to it that they can't take that bitch out their hand and set it down and drive and to get from point A to point B. They're like when you stop at a fucking red light. Red lights are probably no more than maybe 2 minutes long, a minute and a half. But some people just do not cannot fucking sit at that light that long without glancing at that phone or doing a fucking video or checking their emails or texting somebody, calling somebody.
So
Bro,
you telling me while you drive, you don't be looking for that perfect song or looking for that podcast episode,
no,
and you're like, "Damn, where that
nope,
motherfucker at?" As you start playing, you're like,
nope.
"Alright, let's
When you
go."
call me, I have an earpiece on and I talk to you on my earpiece, or I have it if I have it the phone jack
No,
plugged
I'm
into the
saying
phone.
if you just driving,
Yeah,
you don't never look at your phone to change the
nope,
song?
I don't need to.
What the fuck? Don't tell me you listening to the
No, I
radio.
have my phone that I play on my phone, my music downloaded on there. They don't have to do that
Nah, man,
shit.
I think really? You don't be like, "Nah, I don't wanna hear this. I wanna hear this right here."
Nah, man, I just do all the songs that's on my. Why would I download a song to my phone that I don't want to listen to? That don't even make sense.
You might not be in the mood for it.
It don't matter. I'm in the mood for whatever songs is on my phone. That don't even make sense. Why would
Oh,
I put a song on there and then say, well,
because
I
some
don't feel
people
like listening to this right now.
because some people in the world will listen to different genres of music. So, like, I know me, I got my moods, I got my R&B, I got my rap, I got my classical, my
This
jazz,
dude,
my
you trying to
orchestrated,
talk to somebody
you
about
know?
diversity or different genres. I listen to way more
But
music than you
but
do.
no, well, okay, then sometimes you like, I listen to rock sometimes, but still, my thing is, if I'm in a rap mood, when my classical song come on, I'm like, "Nah, I wanna Imma skip past this, let me go to
Okay,
something else."
but you skipping the song takes how long? How long does it take you just to skip a
Or
fucking
if
song?
or if I wanna go to a certain song, I wanna listen to some Joyner, Imma go to some Joyner Lucas. Imma go through my phone and hurry up and go through it, and I mean, I think everybody is guilty of
Man,
that
it
while they
seems like you
driving.
making up
It's
excuses for people to be to
No,
be
I'm
just
saying, like, I'm guilty of
to
that myself.
be how you call it? To just be one of them people that just go outside the boundaries and just do whatever regardless. You don't have to be responsible. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. It's okay. Sometimes when are we gonna start taking accountability for the shit that we do, the shit that the things that we cause that are unnecessary? When are we gonna say, you know what? I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to do that. I don't know why I did it, but I take accountability for it, and
No,
I'll try to avoid doing that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Everybody act
no,
like they pretty much like
no.
they have that privilege to do what the fuck they want.
I don't like that. I don't like when you say pretty much apologize for something I did
I'm
or
not
something I
asking for
said.
apology. What I'm saying is that
Or
if you do something
okay,
wrong,
take
if you do
accountability.
something wrong, if I punch you in your fucking lip and then bust your fucking lip, I
Mhm.
say I'm not gonna apologize to you. But if you say, "Damn, bro, you bust my fucking lip," oh my bad, I didn't mean to bust your lip. Even if it's an accident,
No,
if I'm doing like this and you happen to be standing behind me, I didn't know, and I accidentally hit you in the mouth. I turn around, not saying that I'm apologizing to you, but I'm holding myself accountable for my actions and say, you know what, my bad, I didn't mean to hit you in your lip. But some people will sit there and say, "Well, damn, bro, why were you standing there? Why the fuck were you standing there? You standing in my fucking way. If you wasn't standing there, then you would have never got elbowed." You know what I'm saying? You're deflecting. You're placing the blame on someone else other than yourself, and that's the problem that we have. When you're driving and you're doing something wrong, it doesn't take you anything to just gesture to somebody and say, "Hey, my bad. I didn't see you." Not just the first thing you want to fucking start giving everybody the finger, fuck you, fuck your mama, and fuck everybody else. Because a lot of times people not gonna tolerate that shit. And you gonna come up or you gonna stick your finger up at the right person and that motherfucker gonna blow that bitch off. Because a lot of times people are not a lot of people not tolerating that shit no more. Account
I think that's the dumbest shit. You gon' throw away your life because
some
somebody said "fuck
some
you" or
people
something while you in
you
traffic.
don't
Now
you don't know what people are going through. And that's the fucked up thing about it. You don't know all these people that driving on the highway. Everybody ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? And people got problems. People have
I got
nah,
talking
but
about.
I'm talking about real problems. That little shit that you got, you 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 your bank account's under $15,000. Yeah, that's a fucking problem for you. Okay. We're not worried about that.
I
We talk
don't know why you think I got all the
we
money in
we
the world,
we
man.
talking about we talking about people that are going through relationship problems, that getting their kids taken away from them, lost their job, people that don't have the money to pay their bills, or are behind on their bills, or foreclose on their house. People have problems. People have real problems, and they dealing with them. They're trying to deal with them on their own. And you driving down the highway, and you got a fucking gun in the car with you. And the first motherfucker that come across wrong, I mean, it's
So because they emotionally unstable,
emotionally unstable.
that means I mean, everybody go through shit in life.
Yeah, but
That's what
yeah,
life
but the
is
thing
about.
about it is
Life is
everybody
about
don't handle the situations the same. My father could die, and I can handle it one way, and your father can die, and you handle it completely different.
yeah, but still, I'm sure whether it was my dad or your dad, that don't mean that, hey, the next motherfucker that say something to me, I'm about to
I mean,
shoot
it
him in the head.
depends.
No, like
It
that ain't
depends, man. That some
hell
people
no.
are, like you said, emotionally unstable. Why do you think we
Well,
have so much crime, so much violence in today? It's not because everybody's like you. It's because
no, it's
because
because
everybody is dealing with trauma, dealing with problems, dealing with issues that they can't resolve on their own. They don't want to admit. A lot of
that's
people don't want to admit that they have.
that might be part.
That's a lot of it.
That might be a slice
That's
of
a
the
lot.
pie. That's just a
That's
little
the
slice
whole
of
pie,
it. 'Cause you got the culture that influence it. You know, if all the music, all the media we listen to is about killing and guns
dude.
and robbing
Music
people
don't
and shit
music
like
don't
that,
make nobody go
that
kill
has
nobody. That's bullshit.
bullshit,
Music don't.
bullshit.
Music ain't now. One of these motherfuckers in jail said I was listening to the song that made me want to go kill this motherfucker. That's that's
Are you
bullshit.
serious? So you telling me you was never with your homeboys and y'all played some rap song and y'all just fucking turned up and like, "Yeah,
No,
hell yeah." You know, it just made
no, I
really?
no,
Man, I think music has energy, man. Music, it puts you in the
no.
mood. If you wanna work out, you're not gonna listen to no soft shit. You're not gonna listen to no Drew Hill. If you wanna work out and really get going, you're gonna listen to some loud shit, some shit that's gonna get you hyped. That's what music is. Music influences you or push a specific energy in you.
Maybe if you influential like that, maybe it does influence you. But I
When
mean,
when you
everybody ain't
ready to
like that,
fuck,
bro.
you know,
E-
you play some love songs. If you trying to get all sensual and slow and grab on her and all that, you ain't gonna play no damn rock and roll.
I mean,
My
how can
point
you say
is,
that? How can you say
music
that? Because
puts
I'm
you in
quite
the
sure white
mood.
people listen to rock and roll when they when they when they when
Well,
they
it
when
depend on
they
what kind of fuck
when they
you trying to do.
fucking.
But Well, it depends if
Man,
they banging it
get
like
out of
that,
here. Get
then,
out of here, bro.
but
You're the shit you talking about. You
I'm
don't even
just
have no
listening
basis
to
for
you.
it. You just saying some shit.
What are you talking about? Are you serious? So, are you telling me that music has no effect on you
They don't.
whatsoever?
I listen to all kind of music. I've listened to Marilyn Manson. I ain't never went out there and wanted to kill no fucking body. I ain't
No,
never
no,
want
no.
to harm myself. I've listened to
You don't have to go to that extreme, but I'm saying it does have an
like
effect on
what?
you. So you alright, how about this? How about this? You don't have a song or you don't have a genre or a couple songs that you can listen to that'll just calm you down?
No, because I just listen to music for what it is. It's just music, entertainment.
And that's crazy.
See the
I
see
got a
the
couple
see
songs
because the
I listen
problem
to,
with the
man.
problem
It
with
don't
you
matter
is that
how
you
it's like
invest in these things and you try to make them into something. To me, I look at it for what it is. Music.
no, music has
No, it
power.
does not. No, it doesn't. Just like words. Words don't you just said yourself, words don't have power. So how the fuck can you say words
No,
don't have power, but music does? Music
music
does
has
not.
music has
Music
energy.
don't have no power,
It
bro. It don't. It don't make you go kill nobody. It don't make you fucking hurt yourself. It don't make you want to just go out and rob a bank. It don't make you want to go cheat on your wife. None of that shit.
Oh, it don't make the city girls
No.
go twerking and fucking all these
Oh,
people.
twerk. I mean, they do that shit because that's entertainment. They don't. The music don't get in you, and you say. So you
But
mean to tell me the same song that the city girl listening to?
it's
The
fast
hold
it's twerking
hold
music.
on. The same song that the city girl listening to that make them twerk. You can hear that same song. It's gonna make you twerk.
Hey, Imma be popping
Yeah,
my
you
ass.
probably will. I wouldn't put it past you. I
No,
wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put it
no,
past you
but
because you.
still
I mean, shit. You just
but still. So you telling me if you go to the club,
no.
there are
I
not
don't
songs
know.
there that
That
there are
shit
not
does not.
specific
That shit does
club
not
songs.
affect me, bro, at all. It don't affect me.
Okay, well, okay, if it don't affect you, do you think it affect other people? Do you think they play, um, Kendrick Lamar, "Not Like Us," and you think everybody gonna get all hype and shit and know the words and just like it's gonna be a vibe, it's gonna be an
Possibly
energy.
because if people are like you that are overly receptive and they hold this and they say that oh the music is in me, it makes me feel a certain type of way, then yeah, you got a lot of people that's like that. But I'm telling you right now,
That's
no,
music. People listen to music to feel a
no.
certain way.
I can listen to whatever, whenever. And there ain't no special occasion to where I'm gonna be like, oh, this song here is it puts me in the mood to do this or nah, I don't do that. That shit don't.
They even if you go to Spotify or search for, like, fight music, like rap fight music, then you'll probably find some, what's that Lil Jon song where he was like, "Stop acting like a bitch, you scared." And I mean, just all kinda like there are certain songs that can make you fight or that can
Man,
make you
ain't gonna
wanna
make you
fight.
wanna do shit.
Like, if you go to the
I'm
club and you
nah,
hear
you must be
"Stop
talking about
bitch," and
you must be talking about
no,
somebody that's
like,
weak
it's
minded or something that they shit just so influential to them that they just you can just give them anything and they just latch on to it and just run with it.
okay, so you never had a breakup and listen to breakup
No,
songs,
no,
listen to
nigga, why
sad
would I do that? That means that means that I
man,
would be
I had
that
a
means that
breakup.
you invested a part of yourself into something to where it actually made that something made took that something that was in that was not you say it's not meaningful and you turned it into something and to make it meaningful. Come on, man, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit here listening to Donnell Jones crying and she
it's
talking about I can't believe she did. Man, fuck that.
man, I had a phase,
Nah.
man, I was listening to "Unbreak My Heart,"
Cause you, cause
man,
you,
that
cause
girl
you
broke my heart.
emotional. You're emotional, and you put all your, I guess your emotions
I
and
do have
shit
emotions a little bit.
into things that are not even really. They it is not nothing worth investing into. Cause
So were you telling me music really has no point in like, there's no point in
I didn't
listening
say
to it? It don't make you feel
I
no kinda
didn't
way?
I didn't say that. What I said is to me To me, music is just entertainment. That's all it is.
Man, yeah, that's all everybody say.
Not you. You
That's
saying
all.
that
That's
it
all.
pretty
No,
much governs your whole fucking life. You put on you put on
no.
you put on Little
It
John and it
does.
make you want to go fight somebody. And you put on Tony Braxton and
It
Tony
hype you
Braxton
up.
make you cry or want to fuck or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, Tony Braxton, it's a chill mood. You know, if I listen to "Unbreak My Heart," I'm like I'm vibing. It's kind of
Sentimental.
like a slow melody, and it's like it's
It's
chill. You
sentimental.
know, or like, while I'm writing my book, I'm listening to my classical, I'm listening to some, that could put me in that space. I can't listen to fucking Lil Wayne and like, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, well, maybe a little J. Cole, but I can't listen to this, like, turn up rap music while I'm writing my book.
That's
Like,
sad.
it's not the energy I need. I need something that's gonna put me in myself, pause.
That's
But
sad.
I need some slow, some like, I'm telling you, like, music
It don't hold no
is,
meaning.
I
It's just
I wanna
another
say it's
form
a
of
better
entertainment, bro. It's
uh,
another form of entertainment.
all forms of entertainment all forms of entertainment are there for a
No,
reason. All forms of entertainment are
no,
manipulative.
no.
Everything
Give
you do.
me give
And
give me
and I
one
listen to
situation. Give me one scenario where a song has made somebody act outside of themselves. Just give me one.
I'm not s okay, I don't believe in a person acting outside of themselves. I think everything we do are within
No,
ourselves.
no,
And I
because
disagree when people say, "Oh, I apologize. I wasn't myself at the time." No, that's bullshit. You was yourself
no.
at the time. Don't nobody hop out of themselves.
Well, apparently, when you saying it with the
But
music, because you have one mind frame that you're doing this, but say I'm gonna put this song on. This song is gonna have me. It's gonna help me to
it's
get to
gonna
where I.
it's gonna manipulate you.
Okay, so if you're being
Yeah, it's
manipulated, that means you're not yourself.
that's not
Nah,
true.
here we fucking go.
That's not true because like I just told you, I purposely manipulate myself when I'm trying to get in a mood to write.
Manipulation means to change, to alter.
But I'm still
You
myself.
can't be.
At the end of the day, you still gon at the end of the day, you're not gonna be nobody but
No,
you.
you're talking.
You
You're talking about physical.
can't be
You're
you
talking
right
about
now.
physical. I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. Mentally, you just said you mute. So what do you manipulate then?
Okay, let's say right now let's say I was in a turn up kinda mood, right? I just got done playing with my son, we running around, I'm fucking, I'm hyped, but now I wanna go to my study and I wanna write. What am I gonna do? I'm say, "Alright, let me get in here, let me try to relax, let me play some turn down music, that way I can kinda turn down." I'm not gonna play no Future or 21 Savage to try to turn down so I can, get ready to start typing. No, I'm gonna listen to some turn down music. Imma listen to some slow music, and then it's gonna slowly change my mood. Then I'm like, "Alright, fuck it, let's do it," and I'm ready. And vice versa. Let's say I'm turning down, I'm writing, I'm listening to my classical, but then let's say I'm about to go to the gym. I don't wanna be moving slow, I wanna get hyped up. So Imma listen to some music that's gonna hype
But
me
you
up.
can't hype yourself up on your own. You need music to assist you in hyping you up.
No, I can do it on my own, but music is there to help. It's to change the mood. That's why when, what was that? Travis Scott, I think that's his name, that rapper that had that concert, and they saying, like, "Demon Time" and all this shit because the music actually has energy. And they were saying, like, a lot of people
People
got hurt
say
and stuff. It's
people
because
say a lot of
people were so hyped.
people say a lot of shit. Does not mean that it's valid. How many demons did you see on the stage dancing with him? How many demons did you see in the audience? So people can coin and they can label things as they feel needed, as necessary. Does not mean that that shit is it's real. They've been saying a lo
I guarantee I guarantee more people get injured at
no,
trap
no,
rap music concerts, at trap
no.
concerts than they do
How many concerts
at
have you been to?
orchestrated. I've been to maybe like 4,
And
maybe like 4 or 5.
how many rock concerts have you been to?
None,
Heavy metal concerts, how many of those have you been to? Okay,
none.
so how can you come up with that
What was
with
that?
that kind of, scenario?
No, but you didn't hear me because I said, I guarantee that more people if you go to a
No,
Migos or a Chief, well,
because you're
maybe not,
already starting out the
still,
statement
no,
wrong.
you but you're not letting
But
me
you're
finish.
saying, "I
I'm saying
guarantee you." You're saying, "I guarantee you," and that's not
so
accurate,
what?
because if you go to one of
You don't
you
even
go
know.
to a rap
Alright, let me finish before you tell me I'm wrong. Um, I guarantee you if you go to a trap concert that play all kinda like, uh, rap music about killing and all this
everybody
stuff,
gonna be
I guarantee more people will get injured at those concerts than if you went to like a orchestra, if you went to an orchestrated classical, kinda concert. Because if you go to a orchestrated concert, if that's what it's called, you go to an orchestra or go listen to classical, ain't nobody there trying to fight. That ain't the vibe. That ain't the mood that they put people in. But if you go to a hype ass trap concert, then everybody already like it's giving that
that's a
energy.
poor comparison.
It's giving that energy. We finna get hyped
That's a
up.
poor comparison.
But I'm just saying, how?
That's a poor comparison. You're gonna try to compare rap music to classical music.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
That
that's
energy
a
to that
fucking
energy.
dumbass comparison, because how can you
How?
okay, rap is already aggressive, it's aggressive
Okay,
music.
okay.
At the same time,
Yes.
classical music, it ain't that's not even semi-aggressive. So
Exactly,
how can you compare the 2?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm
2 dip
saying why I'm comparing 2 different energies or
that's not
frequencies.
even a comparison,
The
bro.
the 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 rap is all the way up here and it gets people hype,
You
and
go
if people
what you're
get hype,
doing is
then it
you're picking the most extreme to the most
exactly.
mild.
Yep, that's what I'm doing, and I don't see nothing wrong
There's
with it.
everything wrong, 'cause
Because my
there
point
is no
is,
point to that. That's
music has
nah,
energy. Music manipulates people.
nah. If I could see if you
Music
compared heavy
manipulates your
metal to
energy.
rap, then that'd have been a comparison, because like those
Well, heavy metal probably be going at it too because, I mean, I'm sure that ain't the most positive kinda energy to
yeah.
absorb, but my point is, music has energy.
Well, I've been in both of those. You say
I'm
you
try
went to
look
4 of
it up.
those things. How you didn't kill nobody or get killed? Since you're saying that this is it's the energy and promotes violence. I
Well,
mean,
1, because I have self-control, I can control my emotions very, very good. I'm very emotionally stable, and 2, I didn't go to a rap concert. I went to go see J. Cole, and J. Cole, he ain't really all that hype like that, he's more lyrical.
so you
But if I would've seen somebody like who you can name Lil Durk or Future maybe or, just somebody that's hype like that, you know? But I'm telling you, try listen to some classical music, it'll get you focused, it'll change the vibe, and, like, I mean, really, that's how I stay consistent. It
how
helps
you
a
say
lot, and I think that's the problem with people is they operate on a frequency that's way up here, so they're not even able to focus on what they wanna focus on because their energy is just so up here from all the media that they absorbing.
I don't think it's up there. I think a
So
lot of people don't have no frequencies. They shit's all crossed up, because a lot of people just don't they inconsiderate. They don't have shit to do with the music. people are already fucking inconsiderate and they're selfish just without the music. So,
Well, it's more than the music. It's a lot more. Like I said, it's just the culture, it's the influence, it's, what you said, like, people having problems in their life and they think they not supposed to. Do you think people do you think you're not supposed to have problems in your life? I think that might even be inhumane in itself for a human to not have problems in their life.
no, I don't I
I
don't
think even
I don't think
millionaires and billionaires have problems in their life. Everybody
yeah,
got
but I don't
problems.
think that I don't think that we were meant to deal with a lot of the problems that we have. A lot of it is just self-inflicted. If you don't you get put out your place, why? Because you didn't pay your rent. Why? Because you didn't go to work. Why? Because you chose to do something else. It's I mean, it's a domino effect. And I know because I dealt with that like when I moved out at the age of 17, I dealt with that most of my 20s until I finally figured out that
Mhm.
I have to try to be, I my thing was I was always looking at uh everything as a loss. I would take if I'm giving if I'm paying $50 for my internet, I wasn't looking at the fact that okay, I'm paying this to use this. It was like these motherfuckers is getting me for my, getting me for my $50. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Mm.
gonna do what I can to try to avoid paying out, regardless if I'm using the services or not. And I had that attitude for a long time, like we're paying the rent. Damn, I can't see myself paying $700 for no fucking rent. But you ain't looking at the big picture that I'm
Yeah.
fucking living in an apartment that's not mine. It don't belong to me. It belonged to them. They're allowing me to stay here for a certain amount of money. And like I said, it's just I felt like, going to work, it wasn't like for my benefit. I was doing it, for for these other people, to pay these other people. And shit, I rebelled against that shit for a while. I wouldn't I go to work when I want to. I go in late, leave early, uh complain about shit, get into it with people at work, quit, get fired, go to this place, go to that place. And then it's like in the beginning, like I said, I didn't have no purpose. So I didn't really give a fuck. I was like, man, shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'll just go over here and get a job. But then you start realizing, like, you only could burn so many bridges before you can't get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it took for me once I got older to say, hey, if you trying to do this, you can't have this without this. It's impossible. You can't make a cake without
So let
eggs. I mean, you can make it, but it's not a cake no more. It's a pie. You know.
so let me ask you this. Has there ever been a time in your life where you didn't have problems?
Mm, I don't know. To me, I would ask you, what's your definition of a problem? Because if I say me not paying my bills versus, uh, let's just say, something that's, uh, the carpet needing to be vacuumed, it's not a problem. So to some people, it's a problem, but to me, it's not a problem. I don't give a fuck about the carpet being vacuumed or not. But I do give a fuck if my electricity is paid or not. So yeah, the very those problems vary from person to person. And like I said, like right now, I really don't have no problems. Not no major problems. No, I don't even have minor problems. But through my
Mm.
through my life in the early years, yeah, I guess I had problems all the fucking time because I was always out doing shit. I was never. I would say I'd be at home sometimes, but mostly be out in the street. And I think that a lot of that comes from being young and thinking that you need to be out there and be in the middle of everything. But now I don't go nowhere. I go to work. I come home, be here with my kids and my family and stuff. I don't go out like how I used to and stuff like that. So that I think that
So right
limits
now
a lot
you
of the
say you have
problems.
no problem.
You said what?
So right now you would say you have no problems.
I would say I have a minimum amount of problems. I have problems, but those problems are not my problems. Those problems are extensions, you know, from me, or like I said, they're extensions to me from other people that are problems that, like let's just say you say, "Oh man, I need to get my water heater fixed, and I want. Can you help me?" So that's your problem, but at the same time, you're relaying it to me, and I offer to say, "Yeah, I'll help you." So then now I'm like thinking like, well, what do we need to do in order to try to fix that? So now I've kind
Yeah,
of
so you
inherited that
so
problem
you're
with you. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what I'm
mm,
saying. It's like existential uh problems from other people. Like my son has been doing a lot of bullshit. So he's in jail. That's a problem. But to me, that's not a major problem because it's not my problem to have. That's his problem. But at the same time, I still wonder and I worry about him. So it's kind of I inherited a problem, but like I said, it's existential. It's really his problem, but you inherit it because that's
yeah.
your third party problem, I guess.
I think we have goals, anytime we have goals and anytime we have something we wanna accomplish, then we're gonna have a problem.
Mm,
And if you don't have goals, you don't have nothing you wanna accomplish, and you stay content, then, like, that's a problem in itself.
yeah, I think it all.
So, I
I think
think
it depends on the person. What do you consider a problem? Because, like I said, some things are not.
well, but even if, like, let's say survival, right? Like, you wanna make sure your bills are paid, you wanna have a roof over your head, of course, that's a problem on that level. But if you know about, like, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it has 6 or 7 levels, and the bottom starts is like survival, like basic needs, but eventually you start to climb up the hierarchy, and let's say you got the house, you got the bills paid, you got food, you got all this stuff, but you still gonna have problems because even though you got your house, now you're like, hey, I want to make more money. I want to start a business, and then you start a business, and now you got problems with the business, and like no matter where you at in life, you always gonna have problems. You're always gonna have something you want to achieve, and you won't be able to achieve it, with no problems. It's always gonna be, or even relationship problems, or problems with your kids, or I mean, just it's all you always gonna have problems. I think that's what life is. Life is a series of problems, and us fixing those problems or attempting to fix
Well,
those
that's what I'm
problems.
saying.
So when
Well, that's what
someone
I'm
say,
saying. Some of them problems are not yours, though. You know, and you
but if
inherit
you
you inherit
bring
problems from other people.
yeah, but it's
Outside of yourself. But those not problems.
but you still gonna have problems yourself.
Not necessarily.
I don't I don't I don't think anybody that's trying to achieve something in life can say that, or not even just in life, just in any moment, if somebody's trying to achieve something, I don't think they could say they don't have any problems.
Like I said, it depends on what you consider a problem. What are you saying? Like if I try to
Like, I'm not just talking about financial. Like, this is
no,
financial,
no,
it's
I'm saying
emotional,
like
it's mental,
if
it's
I'm trying
physical.
to move up in the company, I mean, well, how do you inherit problems like that? You know what I'm saying?
Because because you have a goal. If you're trying to move up, then like that's the problem. The problem is you're trying to move up. So you're trying to solve that problem. You're trying to figure out how to move up because moving up is the problem. Like
Nigga,
that's what
that
you
ain't
want.
shit. It ain't shit to
So
figure out.
like,
You just fucking do your job and you be good at what you do and you'll eventually move up. That's not a problem.
I think how's it not a problem if it's
It's
something
not a problem
you're
it's
trying
not
to
a problem
solve?
if you're already doing it.
Oh well, if you're doing it,
If
then
you're
yeah, it's
already
not a
getting
problem.
up every morning, going to work, you're being productive at work, you're coming home and you're doing what you need to do. You go back to work. Rinse, repeat. You know, what's the problem?
Well, okay, well, maybe that's not a problem, but either way, I'm saying emotionally, physically, spiritually, I don't think there's ever a time in our lives where we could say, "I have no problems all around the board."
Like I said, it depends. It
Like,
depends
it's
on what you consider a problem. If somebody's shoes untied, to them may be a problem. To me, it may not be a problem.
it it's
That's what I'm saying. You're
well,
saying everybody, yeah, everybody got problems, but it depends to what degree do you consider this a problem.
I'm not saying everybody got, like, the worst
No,
survival
I'm not
problems,
talking about that.
like, it's not that catastrophic, but, I mean, it could be a little problem, big problem, either way, everybody gonna have them.
Yeah,
Everybody going through
yeah,
something.
everybody going through something, but what I'm saying is how you handling what you're going through. That's the real question right there. Is everybody goes through something. Is how you handling the situation that you're going through is what determines the severity of it. Because I know somebody that they had a death in their family and they shut the fuck down and nobody heard from them in like 2 or 3 months. They thought the motherfucker had done went and killed himself. Then you got like myself, like my dad passed away. I still continue going to work. I didn't that shit didn't really it didn't phase me, but at the same time, some people they it it happens that situation the same similar situation happens and people can handle it completely different. I'm just like, okay, I can't I didn't go to my dad's funeral because it was in Chicago. I didn't have money at the time to go to Chicago. So he was buried and everything, and that was just something that I missed out on. But at the same time, I wasn't all fucked up about it and like, I'm withdrawing myself from society. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to see nobody. I'm all depressed and fucked up. Nah, man, it wasn't even like that. It was just like life goes on. I got a family of my own. I got bills and shit to take care of. But yet I know some people that pretty much fucking secluded. They just like dropped off the fucking face of the earth. And you go into this whole depression shit talking about I was depressed, I was in a dark place and I just didn't want to deal with nobody and I dude, I'm quite sure that your dad would not have wanted you to perceive his death like that. You know what I'm saying? He would want you to be like, you know what? I'm gone. Let's make the best of it and try to move on. Don't look at this shit as
Oh,
me gone, but you know, what you say?
I would think that the dad would hope that the child would eventually figure it out and get back on course, even if they did kinda drop off the map for a while. Like, that's what I want. It's like, "Hey, as long as I understand it's gonna be hard for you because it's a big change." Like, if I'm, speaking from the dad's
Nah,
perspective,
nah, because then
like, I know it's
nah,
gonna be
because
a
then
big
now it
I
sound
want
like
you to
you want person to look at you as more than what you are, and you're
No,
you
what
know
you
what I'm
talking about?
saying? I wouldn't want my kids to be like that. If something happened to me, I want my kids to be happy. I want them to be to take that as motivation and say, you know what, my dad was here, we did everything together, and now he's gone. I want his memory to live on. I don't want to be depressed and stressed and all that stuff and wondering where is he at, what happened and all that. Nah, man, fucking be happy and live your fucking life, man, and just move on to the next thing.
You gotta be real
You
with
say what?
you gotta be real with them. Just like I was talking to my wife and son, and I was saying, like, "Shit, if something happened to y'all," like, I mean, I know my wife would be like, "Yeah, I want you to be happy," and, all this stuff, but I'm like, honestly, that'd hit me. I I ain't gonna try to front with you and say, "Oh, yeah, Imma try to be strong." Like, no, it's gonna hurt. And, and
All you
for
gonna do
my
is sit
wife
in the room and listen to fucking Brandy all day.
probably, probably, man, I'll be down. Imma listen to the saddest songs I can
Why?
listen to. But, if if something happened to me, like, I will understand that, I'm a big part of this household, and I'm not gonna say, "Yeah, just act like it didn't happen." It's like, no, that's kinda unrealistic.
Nah, you holding yourself in higher regard than you really is, man. Y'all, if you're a family, you're a family. You saying you're a big deal around there and shit like that, but life, life,
Yeah, just like my
life,
wife's a big deal, just
man,
like my son's a
life's
big
gonna
deal.
fucking move on regardless. That's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Yeah,
looking at it
life
like if something happened to me, I'm not telling my wife, hey, you can't date nobody, you can't do it. I don't want nobody in my house, nigga. I'm gone. I'm not gonna hold you back from trying to find happiness or to try to fulfill or trying to fulfill your emotions with somebody else.
okay, and what if she said, "Okay, good," because when you die, I think I already know who I got lined
No,
up. Then you'll feel
no,
some kinda way. Then you like, "Damn, I'm that
no, not
replaceable?"
everybody's replaceable. Everybody replaceable, whether you dead or not.
Yeah, but if she said that to you, your ass be listening to Tony Braxton in the room with me.
Nah, nah, I definitely would not be. She tell me some shit like that. I'm like, all right, well, you need to go on and be over there with him. Here, let me help you pack your shit. Shit, I've done it before. I've
Nah,
done it
you like,
before, and it ain't man. You don't understand, dude. I don't. I've been with Kizzy for what 16 years now. But the thing about it is like you don't you are attach yourself to a person. Like I was telling her today, I said, you know what? I said we've been together for 16 years. I'm like, dude, I love you more now than I did when I first met you. But don't get it fucked up because if you do something that I don't appreciate or I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Them feelings can change because you have the ability to just like you ain't never heard that song that say I want to be the one what did he say? Oh, Common. Common said that shit. He said I want to love you the most and hurt you the worst or some shit like that. Because he was saying like a person you could love a person so much to where if a person that you really don't have no feelings for and they do something to you, it don't really matter. There was nobody to begin with. But if you have uh, uh such deep feelings for
yeah,
someone and they do something that it can hurt you to your fucking core. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, love is the root of all evil.
Well, I don't know about all that, but nah.
Yeah, it is. Like, love transfers to other emotions. So, if your wife did something to hurt you, then that love is gonna turn into hate. It's gonna turn into animosity. It's gonna turn into all kinds of shit. It's just like that love is a big ass ball of like a spirit bomb of fucking love. And once that bitch blow up, you
There
don't
you
know what's
go.
gonna happen.
Ah, this dude here. No, that shit.
Love is the root of all
No,
evil,
it's
man.
not.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Where because if somebody else did it, you're like, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck,
Yeah,
you know.
it don't matter, but
But it's like she's a major part of your life. So
yeah,
yeah,
all I'm saying is like, I don't know. I told her don't get it fucked up. Shit, I just like I'm in love with you. I can be like not in love with you. I can, you know,
yeah,
unlove your ass, and you be moving up out of here. But
yeah. No such thing as unconditional love.
it is,
You're right.
it is, it is. But it's not. But I don't think
How?
it's for. I don't think it's for adults though. It doesn't transfer like with between two adults because like me and my wife, we are not we're like soulmates, but we're not like like conjoined like DNA wise. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have unconditional love like for my brother. My brother do something, yeah, I'm mad at you, nigga. We get in a fight or something like that. You whoop me, I whoop you or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother though. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else fuck with him.
No, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what the hell you saying. I don't care if it's a brother, sister, mama, dad. Like it ain't no nobody I could think of that I'm get in a fist fight with you, then we just gonna chop it up and everything gonna be good at the end of the day. Now, if we gotta go through a fist fight and we getting this mad at each other and going back and forth, I don't like doing all that. It's like, man, I don't need that negative energy in my life. Yeah, so follow Project Perspective Pod on Instagram and YouTube as well as TikTok. So yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think. You know, leave us some comments, hit us up, man. On that note, we'll catch you on the next one.